you know, the next, moving on to the next thing I want to talk about as well is the Montrezl Harrell and, you know, the Serge Ibaka signing, right? So at first, Montrezl Harrell signs with the Lakers, right? And the interesting part was that not that he's signing a low money deal, right? It was the fact that he was signed under Clutch Sports was what surprised me the most. Like for me, like I don't even think Montrezl is even that good. Like people are hyping up. Oh man, Lakers, we got 6 man of the year candidate. We got two 6 man of the year candidates. He averaged 19 and I don't know 7. Dennis Schroeder averaged 19 and 5. Right? Like, dude, we got our bench, set already. Like, ooh, the Clippers, like their bench depth is terrible and blah blah blah. First of all, as a Laker fan, right, I don't like to sign on because Montrezl Harrell is overrated to me. Like, dude, like what does Montrezl Harrell bring? He does not bring defense whatsoever. He can't rebound, right? I mean, just because he's averaging 19 and 7, it's because he was playing like 30 minutes, right? So he had to put up big numbers, and he was playing with basically Kawhi and Paul George. Now, he put those kind of numbers before Paul George and, Kawhi was there, but you gotta think, like, dude, like, the Clippers bench was basically better than their starters, right? I mean, he was playing starter minutes, and he was basically the offensive threat besides Lou Williams, right? I mean, yeah, you had Gallinari and Tobias Harris, but I mean, still, like, he's one of the big offensive threats. And you know what? I take that back. I think they were kind of even when they had Tobias and Gallo. But, for him, like, all he does is score. He doesn't really contribute to anything besides scoring. So, like, people can be, like, expect him to put up these, gaudy numbers, it seems like. But, to me, he's just a role player. He's nothing more than a role player trying to pad his stats. I mean, he was bad in the freaking playoff series. I mean, whoever was watching, he was terrible, right? He doesn't box out. Like he let Porzingis smoke him, right? And then the next series, like he wasn't even doing that well either way as well. Like he got exposed. Like I mean, like what are you expecting now? You want to use his prior, I guess, playoff series and season averages, like to say, oh man, we got this and that. Like, dude, cool your horses, bro. Like this dude to me is so overrated. Like, it's not even funny, dude. But the Clippers were able to replace him with Serge Ibaka, right? So I think the Clippers got better without him. So there's that thing, right? But it's kind of confirms that Montrezl Harrell is basically the leak when it comes to all the locker room antics and stuff like that. Like I do know, I feel like this dude hates Paul George, and in a way, Paul George is a goddamn. He sucks, right? Like goddamn, like you be trying to put up all these motivations and stuff like that, and people are looking at your performances in the playoffs. Like, dude, like why are you even talking? Like you're putting up 13% from like the game, and you're like trash. I mean, this dude freaking shot and hit the backboard on the side. Like who are you to come and tell me to do my job, right? Basically, that's what Montrezl Harrell was leaking to Shams and stuff like that. Like Shams was basically like pointing out all the antics of the Clippers, of what the arguments were going to happen. Like, dude, like it just basically confirms that he is the league. and he signed with Clutch Sports. It was only a matter of time before this dude comes to Lakers. I feel like everyone from Clutch Sports is always gonna end up in the Lakers. It seems like, or whatever LeBron's team. In my opinion, like this seems like LeBron's basically his free agency pool where he gets to choose who's under Clutch Sports to come to the Lakers and help improve his team. But that's my own opinion, right? But it seems like it to me. So that's that's another topic. But with Serge coming to the Clippers, right? They do get veteran presence. They are able to get a defensive anchor because Zubac is not really a defensive anchor whatsoever, right? Like yeah, he'll give you some rebounds, give you some points, but he's just not good defensively. And Serge gives you what you need: defensive anchor, stretch four, defensive IQ, veteran presence. He improves the Clippers, and they're trying to sign Marc Gasol right now. Marc Gasol's washed, but still, giving you some good minutes still off the bench, veteran presence. He'll still be able to make for you, and he'll hit the occasional shot. But you're gonna need as much veteran presence for a 1-year run for the championship. I mean, the goal for the Clippers is the championship. Is not to end the Western Conference Finals or whatever. It's the chip, and you gotta go all in, right? You gotta go all in. Like what's the point of selling your future and all this stuff? I mean, you got what's his name, Luke Kennard or something Kennard, right? But that dude's pretty good for the Pistons, right? From what I've seen, he's pretty good. And you replaced him with Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet could not score in the playoffs whatsoever. He was so bad as well. So I mean, dude, we'll see what happens. Where Tyronn Lue can revamp the Clipper offense as well as take control of the Clippers locker room. But we'll see what happens. I mean, are the Clippers done? Probably not. I mean, are they willing to go all in and trade for someone? Get rid of Lou Williams, get rid of Patrick Beverly to bring in another guy. We'll see, right? But free agency is shaping up to be pretty interesting this year. Pretty interesting.